Neil Cavuto recently commented how uncannily right you have been on all of these issues. What are your thoughts? What should investors be doing to deal with this difficult environment?
Well, it depends on who the investor is. Are they young? Are they old?
Of course.
What is the situation? But I would say this, look, I think we're headed lower in the markets. I would not be in Europe. I would not be internationally investing. Europe is going to have major energy problems this winter. Russia's going to shut off their gas pipelines.
Food problems too.
Food problems. I mean, it's a mess. And so, I think we're headed for some lower markets here over the next 6 months. But it's very difficult to time. So, if you're in the market, I would be lighter than you would normally be invested as far as equities go. And also I would be in things that are going to be, I would be in defense companies, I would be in oil and gas companies, things like that. I would not be in highly cyclical, technology sector companies right now.
And if you look at that, where do you go then? Because we've had this everything bubble and bond prices, we've seen rising interest rates, and you think the Fed may continue to raise rates. You see hard assets, and those aren't doing well with the strong dollar. Do you think the dollar stays strong? What do you think about other places where you keep your money? You just put it in cash.
Yeah, well, look, you can earn about 3.5% now in cash.
So you lose less to inflation.
You lose less to inflation. That's the biggest problem, right? We're over 8% inflation. So everybody's wages are getting hurt. If you got a 5% pay raise, you're actually making less money.
Yeah.
Which is really crazy if you think about it. Again, driven by the policies of this administration.
Completely.
Completely avoidable. Completely, all of this is avoidable. This is not some sort of, we have just difficulty importing things from China. No, that's not what this is. This is energy related, policy related.
So you would take the guaranteed returns of cash style investments, short-term treasuries, things like that, over you didn't say no stocks, but you would look at those more favorably than you otherwise would, because interest rates have come up, number one, and the market looks weaker to you going forward. Any other thoughts?
Yeah, look, I think we've got another 10% downside in the market. So if you're trying to market time, it's really, really difficult. But if we got closer to 3,500 on the S&P, I think that would be a level to potentially start buying into the market.
That's a potential fair value in this economy?
I think it's a potential fair value.
Yeah, so it could go lower.
It could go lower, yeah. That's kind of 16 times earnings, which is not cheap. But I think that's a more reasonable level to get in the market right now.
So what do you think on the earnings outlook? You think that with the economy as it is, are corporations able to still make good profits?
Well, it's interesting, if you have 10% profit growth and you have 8% inflation, do you really have 10% profit growth, right?
No, of course not, right.
So yeah, we're going to have profit growth. We're going to see that, but it's eaten away by inflation. It's just funny money, basically. So I think earnings are going to be okay, but it's all about, what's the valuation of those earnings? How do you value that in an inflationary environment? But again, that makes it tough, because then you're talking about, cash where you're guaranteed to lose money,
right?
But potentially lose less money. So to me, I think, again, oil's come down here.
Yeah.
I think it's only because Biden's been releasing the strategic petroleum reserves up until November. After November, I think that goes away.
Yeah.
And I think the Saudis cut. I think the Saudis start to cut production. They've already announced a slight cut. I called this on Fox Business 3 months ago, that I thought the Saudis were more likely to cut production rather than increase. And I think they're going to do more of it. Why wouldn't they? If they cut production by 10%, do you think prices are going to go up more than 10%? I think so.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So they'll make more money by cutting production.
Because at the margin, you cut 10%, that could be a massive
increase, and that's going to hurt all of us. We could go into stagflation with that, and they hate Biden. Biden's badmouthed the Saudis.
Oh, he's pro-Iran. They're mortal enemies, right?
Yeah, it's just a disaster all across the board politically.